I done? I found another damaged, non-runner Porsche Boxster S at Salvage auction. This one is due to come up in a few minutes. It's got some damage. It doesn't run, it doesn't have keys. Truck driver's just called. He's not too sure how to get to my location, so I'm gonna head out and meet him and he's gonna follow me back in. While I'm sorting myself out and driving out there, let's roll it back a week or two and pick up the day of the Salvage auction. It's got some damage. Hopefully it's missed the front crash bar there. It doesn't run, it doesn't have keys. The roof appears to be down in all the photos, probably soaking wet inside. This is only the second one that's come up in the last 10 months. It's the next lot. We're on. You bigger. Flipping heck, I don't want to go too much higher. Oh man. They're gonna jump on again. Then they'll jump on again. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. That's my car's on there. My car's on there. Oi, oi! Truck driver was unsure where I'm located, so I said that I'd come out and lead him in. I'm a little bit puzzled. He said it's running and driving, which I checked on the paperwork and it clearly says it's not a runner and a driver. There she is, there she is. Yeah, he says absolutely she drives. He's got the key in his pocket, so that's the right result. Yeah. What a buzz, what a flipping buzz. And the roof does work. Oh man, I'm excited to get myself dug into this one. So cool. Nice one. Oh man, I just want to start looking all around her and getting inside her and everything. Yeah, I'm well happy. There she is! That's mine! And it runs and drives! I'm so buzzed. I've got Eloise out here helping me look over the car. Is that another car that Dad's bought, eh? He just can't get enough of them, can he? Where are you off to? She's hoping that she can find one of the cats to chase. Now. Smell okay, does it? Pass the smell test? Let's have a quick little look around it, shall we? Start with the front. It's bent the luggage compartment tub, so that's going to have to be unpicked, and that one's going to be going in, and it's actually rippled here as well, bent here as well, so that's where that one's going to come in handy again. Little flap's gone here, but that's okay because I'm taking the panels off of this one anyway. That's pretty neat. Let's have a look in here. It has the uprated storage compartment. It's got the speakers in the back here. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Just want to check underneath the seat to make sure that the alarm immobiliser unit is not sitting in water. I should be able to feel. Oh, it's dry. Excellent. Feels like it's all dry, so that's brilliant. Really good. The kick plates are in better condition than the yellow one. Yeah, see, I'm going to swap this out because it's got these nice little yellow details on here. Fun little build this will be. No, nothing in there. Let's have a look and see if we've got anything on the back here. What's it say here? Off-site. No, nothing in there either. Got two keys as well, which is a right result. Right result, because the yellow one only came with one key. Oh, someone's mask. Lovely. And there's the locking wheel nut socket, which is excellent. I am ecstatic that it's running and driving. Like, I had expected to pull out the alarm immobiliser unit and the ECU and the ignition, put it in this one so that I get it running. And I was thinking, like, how the heck am I going to be pulling it in and out? Is it going to be another one like the yellow Boxster, except this one doesn't have a key and I can't even turn the steering wheel to undo the steering lock. But it's not, so that's a right relief. Should we get back on the new Boxster? Hello everyone. That clip you have just finished watching of me in the pink t-shirt was 2.5 months ago. I had another project that I was working on, which I'll just show you now. I'm trying to get it done before the snow started flying. A new carport workshop extension addition. I had a contractor working here back in the summer doing a new concrete pad around the workshop, and unfortunately he ran 3 weeks over schedule, and that left me in a bit of a bind. I was wanting to build this myself because I couldn't afford to pay someone to do it. It knocked me 3 weeks back. The first snow came early. I had to wrap it all with a tarpaulin. It's really just an open shed, and now I'm at the point where I want to pull her out and bring this inside. When I'm moving the cars around or putting the tractor in and out, this is where Eloise has to go. Okay, what are you doing in there? Are you being good? Good girl. What are you doing up there? I've just washed it. You'd missed him, didn't you? He snuck in here without you seeing. Welcome to the Oil Works Safari Park. You've been caught red-pawed, you silly goof. Colleen all tucked away. She has done almost 153,000. My winning bid was 4,300 bucks. Quite a good deal. I don't think I would have got it as cheap as that if it had been listed as running. I did notice, just reviewing a few of the older clips from 2 months or so ago when she arrived on the back of the transport truck, the hood bonnet emblem is missing and all the emblems off the wheels have been taken as well. So somewhere between when the photos were taken for the auction to when she got here, somebody's had them away. I'm going to have to take this little one inside because she is doing too many things for me to concentrate. So the tub is damaged here. I have not looked at this. I wasn't too sure if the hood bonnet would open just as easily as that. That's probably how they were able to steal the emblem, because it's held on with 2 tiny little nuts. So it is in mind to get the tub out of this one, the front bumper out of that one, the driver's side headlight, driver's side wing, and any of the auxiliaries that are damaged down below. There's some radiators that run through here somewhere. Is that a good sniff? Is it? A good sniff? Thankfully the windshield has been missed. They are very expensive, as you may remember from the blue Boxster one, and obviously I'm going to have to replace the hood. The hood on that one is a lot better. I may just swap it over, although it's got a tiny little tear in it, that one. It's a lot better shape than this one. If there's anyone from Canada watching this, do you know of anywhere in Canada that does convertible roofs? That would be quite useful. It took quite a while for another Boxster S to come up, and thankfully this one was not too expensive. You may remember that I paid 6,100 bucks or so for that one, and the reason being that the bodywork's in great shape. The parts alone on that would sell for $14,000 or $15,000. All right, I'm going to jack her up in the air. I'm excited. Goodness me, she's on tight. But the brakes, these are new. Now the other side. Tyres are in quite good condition. There's got some decent tread on there. Yeah, there's a decent set of tyres on there. Michelin Pilot Sport. I put all of them back on, but only with 4 bolts. I didn't put back on the locking wheel nut. It's just such a hassle when I'm having to take them on and off. I'm going to whip that battery out. Is only from this year, February 25, and I don't want to have to keep boosting it each time. If I need to move it, take it up to the house for the night and leave it on trickle charge overnight, and then that should do me for the little bits and pieces I need to move it backwards and forwards. I don't want to be having to buy another battery just because I've been boosting it so much. I will say good night and I'll see you tomorrow. Louis, get back down. Welcome back. Unbelievable. It's a good job I'm throwing out that hood bonnet and that bumper. Otherwise I'd be very cross with you. Plan of attack today is to whip off the hood bonnet, then tackle the front bumper, then this wing, or this light on this wing. I've got to jack her up first, get the front wheels off, to get the bumper off. There's a couple of fasteners in here that I have to get to, and it will allow me to pop the indicator lights out as well. Hey, you're extra friendly today. Is that because Eloise is up at the house? She's not pestering you all the time? Please don't keep jumping on my cars. Should be it. Let's have a look, shall we? Good stuff. I'm guessing you figured out what I'm doing now. All of the pieces are coming off this one and going onto this one. I don't know what I'll do with the yellow one after that. I might break her for spares, or if somebody offers me a good price for both front wheels off. A few little trim clips. They'll just pop out. I've just squirted these with penetrating oil. It can be the difference between them coming out easily or breaking. They get dirt built up behind them. That's how they should come out. Goodness me, that was baked in there, wasn't it? Round to the other side. There we go. Good. Sweet. Should be all unbolted, all unscrewed. And now this should just lift off. There we go. A little bit worse than I thought, but that's okay, more content for you. I'm going to get this headlamp unit out, and once I've done that, we'll have a look at the damage that's here. Okay. Now, I'm not going to be throwing this away either, because on the back of this is a ballast. And I might be able to use that for the blue one. Yeah, I've had some issues with the headlight. One of the headlights on the blue Boxster, so I won't be throwing this unit away. I might be able to utilise some of the bits and pieces from it. I've just found the washer jet for the headlamp unit this side, over this side. I wonder if they were braking and just slid underneath the back of a car that was in front. Okay. Changed my hoodie. Got one on from my mechanic mate. That's his company. I've got company. It is supposed to be starting to sleet. Figured I should interrupt just for a few minutes my project here and take that little four-legged princess for a quick run around the garden. One of the yogurt pots I use for putting the fixings and the fastenings in has been stolen as a puppy toy. Oi! Hey! Good girl. Is that mine? Good girl. Okay. It is getting pretty cold out there. I've taken Eloise up to the house and Louis too. So there, Louis is safe in for the night. I don't have to worry about any coyotes getting him. I wasn't too sure how this all tucked in, so I thought it might be best to take out this. There we are. Some of the damage we're going to see is nothing to do with the accident. It's because it's been smacked underneath a couple of times. This is manageable. Here we go, let's have a bit of a closer look at this, shall we? These dents in the floor both sides are nothing to do with the accident. That's just because it's been hit from underneath at a different time. This is fairly nicely crumpled under here. It's not bad. It's just when it's crumpled and it's such a strong piece as that, in this little, there's a lot of tension being held in this little area. My thought is to put the spare wheel back in here and use that as a surface to get a jack in here and push this back out. Then to unpick all of this front piece, to dismantle the front of that and use the bits from there for here. I don't like the idea of chopping that one to pieces. This inner piece here is tipped down a bit. I want to take this light out as well so that I can eyeball them across. But any measurements I need, I can get off that one. Yeah, even as I'm saying this to you, I feel really uncomfortable about chopping this piece out of that one. Bolt-on panels and doors and stuff like that, it's fine, but yeah, I'm going to have to think about that. My stomach is tightening at the thought of just hacking into the perfectly good Boxster shell. My plan is to put a board in here and have a go at pushing it out myself. Rig up something with a couple of blocks of wood and a car jack. Here's my little contraption, don't laugh. And the idea is to put the jack here and try and force this back out the way that it was pushed in. A little rubber bung there I just want to take out. Now it's not, just to make clear, it is not to save this piece and reuse it. It's just to try and release some of the tension. This is fairly thin metal here. Let's see what happens. I don't think it's going to work. There's too much spring. There's too much spring in it. Just putting a little stubby screwdriver in there so I can twist it easier. Well, something's happening now. I can see down the front that it is actually starting to get to a point where it's not going to spring back. I'll be honest, I really have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just giving it a whirl and see what happens. Okay, it's not sprung back so far this time. It's just going to take lots and lots and lots of goes. The problem area is right here, right in this little, because there's so many different angles. Even though the point of impact looks like it was a little bit further along, this is the problem. I am going to take a measurement from the inside of that one, from here to here. If that measurement is the same, then I'm going to make the decision that this wing is the reason that ripple is there, and it's not actually affected the frame of the tub, the front tub. Let me grab a tape measure and pop the hood bonnet on that one and get a measurement on this. Measuring in line with that first bolt across to here, in line with the first bolt, it is 72 centimeters. Over here, in line with the first bolt, come on, this paint seems to be a little bit more slippery. In line with the first bolt here, 72 centimeters. Happy with that. Ease some anxiety in my mind. This obviously bends out a little bit here, which is not a problem. I can tap that back into shape. But I wonder if the impact there has sent a shockwave up here and caused that to bend. If I undo these bolts, this may spring back into shape. What I'm going to do now, I'm not going to record it all. I'm just going to spend another hour or so gently pushing this back out, getting it as straight as I can. All of this is going to have to be unpicked, all of the spot welds. I've got to remove all of the pipe work. I've got it almost straight across the front here now. I'm going to take this front crash bar off, because I want to get back here now, dismantle this mechanism for the hood bonnet latch, get it all out of the way, see where the panels overlap, and what I need to cut off. The replacement piece I can cut down here and undo the spot welds from about here, and that's why I need to take this front crash bar off to see where the overlap is. Yeah, happy with progress. We're heading in the right direction. It's a lot straighter than it was when I started, and it's not sprung back. yeah, we'll take that as a win. Let's undo these. And the other side. Good. This is the feed line for the headlight washers. So it's got these little rubber spikes here that just hold it in place. That's okay, that's not been touched. Next, these two radiator shrouds. Little torque heads. That should pop those two off. Coming right along. And there's two back here. Oh, these are... Wow! That's incredible. I'll show you what I'm talking about when I get this off. A really good job these are coming off. Okay. I wanted to show you this. That is solid. That's a radiator. I think it's only working at about 60%. It is absolutely caked. Now, I had seen that this was a problem on Porsches of this age, maybe even more newer models as well, but that is just like the dirt that you're digging out of the ground. It's that thick. Let's get this one off and have a look. Ah, this is clean, absolutely clean. And this label looks newer. Very nice, good. We're cracking right along. Okay, good. I think it's an oil cooler. I just want to drop this down to try and find out if I can see where the join is on the panel overlap for the front tub. Yes, I can see where the join is, but this is all caulking for a join, and just here is the spot welds all along here. I should be able to cut it, not this one, but the one I'm using off there. I should be able to cut it along here, round and straight up the side of these two front frame legs, up to the fronts of the wing. I'm going to get this fender wing off, so I've got to jack her up this side so I can get to all the bolts. I have just noticed this cradle for the headlamp is bent down slightly compared to the other side. I'm really excited for this. I just can't wait to start digging into that. A lot of work for me as an individual. It's a lot of work. It should be all untied now. Come on. There we go. Sweet. The windshield washer fluid tank is hidden in this fender wing, so I've got to move that before I get to the other bolt that's down here, this side, and the door jamb. I found it was easier to undo the cap. It gives me a little bit more movement, but I had to use a jemmy bar to pull the washer fluid bottle off the inside of the door pillar. I just noticed the time and it is a lot later than I'd hoped. Man alive, I'm going to be working till 4 o'clock in the morning. There we go. Okay. So that slots in from here. That may be the piece that I need out of the way so that I can remove this now. Yes, it's fallen down all by itself. Look at that. I can lever the wing up to give me more space to get the last remaining bolt off that's under there. Yay. I don't know how I'm going to get that, I just can't get my hand in there. I am going to drop the whole of this radiator cradle down because it looks like there's 4 bolts that hold on this cradle for the radiators. That's a bit more space. Okay. Wow. What a jolly palaver. Headlamp electrical plug. Disconnect this. And I think that's it. Anyone watching this, what is this called? This piece. I have searched everywhere online to try and find out what they're called. Porsche headlamp washer piping connector. Porsche headlamp washer hose connector. Yeah, I searched everywhere to try and find out how to get these disconnected. Please drop them in the comments because I'm wondering if there's a North American word for it that I don't know. Well, that was a bit of a faff. It was this nut here, which locates to here, that I was having the problems with. That's why I had to drop this cradle with the radiator cradle down, just to give me a little bit of extra space. I wanted to show you quickly how this attaches, this washer reservoir attaches into the door pillar. 2 rubber bungs that push in there. Pretty neat, eh? And this just slides in here. I am going to tidy up now. Dismantled it as much as I want. I can figure out what bits I need to trim off to replace this front panel here. It's just this front panel down to about here. Here goes all across here, all across here, down here, and then along under here. This is not a bar, it's actually just a piece of pressed or formed steel. The cut off the other one will be down here, across here, down under here, and then the same up this side to here. This is going to be the tough bit to get through. This is quite thick, and that will give me enough to unpick and replace this little panel across the front here. I am really pleased with the progress. Give me a few minutes to finish tidying up and I'll put her back in place. Whew, that was a good day's work. Yeah, sorted, really sorted. Put the wheel back on, just got to pull her back into place. Fascinates me how clogged up that is. Not good, not good. That can lead to overheating and all sorts of problems. What do you think about these wheels? I mean, they're filthy, but they're starting to grow on me a little bit. I've never liked them. From the first time I saw them on Porsches, way back when. But yeah, they're starting to grow on me a little bit. What do you reckon? Keep them? That's a lot of icicles. Well, that's it for this one, Blokes and Blokettes. Thank you so much for watching, each and every one of you. I really appreciate it. Next video, I'll be tackling the front piece. Possibly even doing some welding. That's it, all bundled up, ready to walk up to the house, dodging the coyotes, have my dinner, and start editing this video. I'll see you very soon. It won't be too long before I get on to the next video. Be safe, be well. I'll see you soon. Toodle-pip.